Alright folks, today we are here in a town called Kintore and we are going into Kintore Church because I'm told there's an interesting Pictish stone in here. So, she's breezy. I apologise for any wind on the microphone. I'm just going to zoom out a bit here. That's it. Right. Kintore's a lovely wee town. I've had the pleasure of working here a few times over the years. Lovely people, as you can see. An amazing church. Give you a look at the stones here. Gorgeous granite entrance. Bonny stonework outside. Right, let's see if we can go in. Always close the gate behind you. I'm just giving you a look at some of the stones as we come in here. Interesting. Kintore Arms across the road. Get a seat outside in the summer. Lovely pint. And here we have our Pictish stone, and she's a beauty. A wee topper. Just put the stick down. I've got to touch these things. I have a fascination with them. Now, there's a bit of information here, which I will put down in my pictures later on. If you want to zoom in and have a read of that. Very interesting. But that is a cracker. Pictish stone, right in the middle of Kintore. It was moved here from its original ground. I'm sure its original ground was destroyed for the rail and some road works going on here, or building works at the time. What an amazing church. Zoom in on that for you. Very nice. Some old stones here. Now a lot of people walk past the stones a sign of nosiness, if anything, and a wee bit of respect. I just like to have a wee read over them. I'm not going walking on the graves, but if you want to zoom in on any of that, 1927 date there. Some beautiful old stones in here. 1930s round about here, but mid 1900s there. Major stones. We walk round with you. Let's have a look. 1949. Well kept. It's a beautiful kirk. A beautiful kirkyard. Wee house here at the back. Who's buried here? No date. No date. We've got an 1895 stone there. in memory of Agnes Dinny. A very well known name up here. Respect, Agnes. (1893), some old ones here. Got to show you this because it's great. A penny farthing on the man's wall. Love that. So we're just in Kintore Kirkyard here, looking at the Pictish stone, and I'll give you a bit of bearings. This is Castle Hill that runs down the back here, just your sat-nav takes it in about. A rail line going across there. Beautiful church. Right. I was expecting a bit more of a kirkyard, but let's have a nosy around this side. What a splendid gate, isn't it? Beautiful granite stonework there. I like a good keek at a bench, as we say up here. A wee keek, here we go. Lovely. Some old stones. I'll try and get this in shot. For any of you who want to try and read it, you can see an MPB there. Very old. Some of them are so worn you can't read them. It's of April. Very hard to read. 1862, some of the dates on these. Very old. This one hidden down here, 1865. George Devorte died, 74 years. Interesting. Very weathered old stones in here. John Forbes, that's another well-known name up these parts, is Forbes. A good friend of mine's called Forbes. 1868 July. Died aged 22. What a shame. A 6-month-old died there. Now, I'm not a morbid person, I just like to have a nosy at the old stones. Some of them give you a clue as to how they died, when they died, how old they were. It's interesting. Looks of this stone here catches my eye. I've seen a few of these stones up here. I think they died of disease of some kind. I'll show that up in the pictures if you want to check out my photos and see what that says. There's one just caught my eye again. Look, there's one here with a scroll on it. Let's have a look. (1836). What a lovely old kirkyard. do like to watch where I'm stepping. It is a small kirkyard, but interesting nonetheless. So look from the back of the church here. Get some of these older stones along here. 1877. Getting older now. Stepping back in time. 1861. 1891. So we're into our 1800s here, as you can see. You can feel the age in here, that's for sure. There's some kirkyards you walk in, you think it's relatively new, but this one's a cracker. So worn, some of these stones. I'll just let you see. Can't really read much of it. I do see an extension on the back of the church here. Reading 1984, so a bit of modernisation did go on. A beautiful old kirkyard. I'm not going to get my drone up today. Well, not in this location, but nonetheless, a lovely slow walk around Kintore Kirkyard. An old part of the kirk here. No one's been in there for a good while. We've got gravestones in there. I've got to look. I have to look. We're here now. Yeah. 1870. I see a stone on the wall there. Oh, I'll get zoomed in on it for you. Yeah. Interesting. There are stones on the ground there, long buried with overgrowth. This one's on the wall there. Just put my stick down for a minute. You try and read some of that. 1889. And yeah. So for some reason, not maintained, but some collapsed stone on the ground in there. Back out. Can't stop looking at these old churches. I love them, especially the stained glass windows. Some of them are really nice. Now I'm just wanting to show you the view from the back of here. If you ever pop in for a cup of tea or a beer, an overnight stay, whatever, pop into the kirkyard. The views over the north of the Shire here is just stunning. I'm sure you'll agree. And that's the rail line running north. Some of the stones are really overgrown. I mean, there's ones in there. I just left the cut grass over the top, which I think is sacrilege. You don't get the work anymore. Sorry about the camera work, I'm just trying to see if I can scrape something back here. It's a shame it's covered, but not really. It's not legible. It's a shame. With a good clean you might be able to read something. A little kick down the back here and see if I can get a few dates. Died 19th of July 1920, 77 years, Robert Grant Dawson. A lot of overgrowth in here. But yeah, Kintore Kirkyard, Kintore Church, and to top it off, a cracking carved Pictish stone, which gets my mouth watering. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'm going to see you in the next one, guys. Thanks for your support. Hope you're enjoying the journey like I am. See you soon.